if you're new here. If you're not new, I'm still Katie. Hope you guys are doing well. We put our Christmas things up, so even though outside is so depressing, at least we have something like sparkly and fun inside. I don't know if you guys are like me, but it really helps. It's so dark still. I have to have like 14 lights on. Sorry you have to see me in the spotlights again, but I don't know how else to do it. It's so dark. I'm drinking my coffee because it's early. My boys just got on the bus, so it was quiet enough to chat with you all. So come in. I have a few whips that I'm working on, 3 or so, and then I did find a few things I forgot to show last time that I had finished. So we'll look at those too. Yay! I hope you'll tell me what you're working on. I'm trying to find like a good place for us to share things like that, because I don't want it to just be me showing my things. I want to know what you guys are doing too. That's the whole community part. I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. I think next, I'm very close on this sweater I'm working on, and next time I think I'm going to pick the one I bought a kit for that uses steeking. And steeking is where you knit all the way around and then you cut your knitting at a pre-chosen location and then like stabilize it and use it. A lot of people do it for like the center of a cardigan, right? So that you can knit across your color work or whatever without interruption, and you don't have to like knit it flat and go back and forth and purl and things, which nobody wants to do. So some genius figured out how to steek, and I'm gonna try it. I don't know how to do anything. Again, self-taught. So everything is an adventure, and yeah, this one will be hopefully successful. Everyone says it's not that hard. Some people are like, it's so fun to cut your knit. I don't know. Masochist. I hope it works. But anyway, see, I'm worried, and I haven't even begun. Not even kind of begun. That's like next. Yeah, that's how anxiety ridden we can be. What I'm wearing is my Easy V sweater. Caitlyn Hunter is the designer. So fun to make. I didn't even mean to start this one, but I did because I really liked I wanted to try out the spin cycle, like the color changing yarn, and I could not stop until it was done. I think it's one of the fastest sweaters I've ever made because I had to get, like, after you do the body, right, the sleeves come back and do more color work, so I had to get to that part. It was like a trick for getting your stuff done early because it was so fun. But anyway, this is Farmer's Daughter Fibers. They have a new base called Recollect. It is worsted. So that color is Pretty Shield. And then I also got this blue here is Ranch Romance. I was trying to avoid buying 3 colors of Spin Cycle. I was being cheap. It's not a cheap project, but I was like, I can save a few bucks here. So I did that contrast color in just the solid blue. And then, let's see, this first color, see, it's like a dark blue, that's Slow Burn. That's a Farmer's Daughter Fibers Spin Cycle exclusive colorway. People really like it. It's also this red line here. It goes from like black through to like orange, red, and then blue, like I guess the Firebird. It's really neat. I like that one. And then the other's Willolo. It's kind of got like a mauvey brown with sometimes orange or like a purpley. You know, it was just a nice resting colorway. They all work together. I had no idea. I bought it online and it worked out. I think you could put anything together and it would just be fun, especially if it was all Spin Cycle. It would just kind of look like a marled, you know, controlled mess. It'd be good. So I say go crazy. I also just bought one skein of the contrast color, which was cutting it really close. I think I had, I don't know, maybe 5 yards left. I shouldn't have done it. I should not have. Be careful what you prepare for. I knew I was cutting it close, but it worked out. I was lucky. Okay, things I'm working on. I did continue with that sequence sweater. That is Petite Knits pattern. And this is all Farmer's Daughter fibers as well. I believe I bought all this yarn at once because I was like, I want some really fun sweaters. I do really like their yarn. So I am now, are we ready? This is the front. Ta-da! It goes, I think I was like here when we talked last time, so that's a lot of sweater. It is a rib, so like when I'm done, I'll block it. So, you know, you put it in like wool wash for 15-20 minutes and then you wring it all out and kind of put it the way you want. So see, it really pulls apart. Her sweater, like in the pictures, is very, you know, the rib is really spread out. So it'll be some aggressive blocking, which I'm excited for. We'll see. Oh, a rib down this entire sweater has been a bit tiresome. But we'll see. It'll be worth it. I don't have a sweater like it at all. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is just make a few things that look a little different. You know, it's like if I was going out and buying a sweater, I wouldn't buy a bunch that I already have. So I'm trying to knit things that I may not necessarily have done before, or colors that I don't have. I'm having to be creative now because I have enough sweaters, like, it to look sad if they're all one color. We don't want that. But anyway, I'm back down to where this is, you go down to tiny needles and you finish like 3 inches of that smaller ribbing for the bottom. So I'm like right here. Next time, I'm hoping, next time we talk, at least one sleeve done. I don't know. Wish me luck, guys. Sleeves really super suck. I don't know why, but it did help with the stripes, because you want to get through the stripe to the next stripe. You know, there's like light at the end of the tunnel as you're going, like 1 more inch, I can do that. And then you have a new color and you're excited, so you do that for a while and you're like, 2 more inches, I can do that. It really, does anyone else play mind games with themselves? Like, I enjoy knitting, but sometimes I have to talk myself into continuing on one thing and not like starting something new. Hope it's not just me. Let me know. But yeah, I really like that one. It's very fuzzy and fun. It's gonna be good. I also started a sock. My oldest boy has been asking for a sock, and I had this yarn I bought forever ago intending to use for him, and I just hadn't done it. So I don't know if I have the band in here. I do. Oh, guys, it's like I'm a professional. I bought this. It's like opal. Can you see it? It's found pretty much everywhere. It's a very reasonable ball of yarn, and which I also like. It should be very sturdy because he's gonna be hard wearing on this sock. Lord help it hold together. But yeah, it does its own little stripes as you go. Can you see? It's like I'm down here now to some browns. I think it's supposed to be like a Monet painting that they were inspired by. So the haystacks, I'm getting to the hay part, I think. I'll probably do like 4 inches on the leg. I'm not using like a pattern specifically. I just really liked the beginning of that Cider House sock from last episode I finished. I thought it was really cute with the 3 stripes, so I did that again. And then I'm just doing plain knitting till I get to where I feel like a heel should go. We'll see. Apparently I've knit enough socks now and I'm just winging it. I don't know how that will go. I wasn't worried. Now explaining my thinking. I hope it's alright. It should be fine. But yeah, it's so cute. I like the colors. I think he will too. He loves drawing and art, so I thought he'd also appreciate that it was loosely based off a painting. It made me think of him, so I hope he likes it. It is very fun. I just love this cuff. I think I want to put it on everything. I don't know why. It makes me so happy. I don't know. So if you see it 1,000 other times here, I'm very sorry. It's like imprinted on my brain now. It's so fun. But yeah, new sock. No pattern. Wish me luck. I'm so fancy. Ugh. And then another whip, which I did not show last time. I saw it. I had it sitting right here, like on the floor. So we got off, I was like, oh, I didn't even pull that out because it's huge, right? So it got shunted aside, but it is a blanket, which is why it's in this giant bag. It's like full of 1,000 balls of yarn in there. Which is why it needs its own zip code in this giant bag, but it's fine. I really love this one. It's the library blanket. That's what it's called. Library blanket by Purl Soho. So I bought their kit because the colors are so outrageous that I wanted it just like this. Isn't that so fun? Right? I love it. It's got like, it looks orange there, but it's holding two together. One is a pink, like a hot pink. And you hold them all, it's holding two yarns together all the way through. So every section's like a little bit different. But the construction of it's so fun because you knit, right, back and forth. And then you come up and like pick up stitches and knit this way for a while. And then you go back to horizontal. It's so fun. I think I started it when I got my wisdom teeth out. And so when that saga was over, I kind of set it aside because I hadn't been, you know, you don't feel great. So I just kind of knit on this. I didn't have to think. You can see all my vertical lines. I was like, I can do this. This requires no brain power. But I really like it. It has, one of the yarns is linen quilt and the other is their single ply. So, you know, anything with linen quilt, I'm there. I really like the colors and it feels super soft. I really didn't have that much trouble picking up. I thought that might be a little, you know, difficult, but they explained it really nicely. That is why I keep coming back to their patterns and things. They just have such a lovely way of explaining what they're doing. They even have videos on some of them. So if you're looking for a place to start, they have a ton of free patterns there. I think before I knew there was a Ravelry, again, I figured this out on my own. You know, we were bored in college, so we just went to the local, I think it was a Michael's. I don't know. And we were like, what can we do? And we picked up yarn. So I didn't know there was a Ravelry, but I found Purl Soho, I think, through Pinterest. So I had a lot of their patterns just on like a board, you know, my Pinterest board. So I knit their things for a long time because the patterns were free and they looked so nice. But there's so many things. If you're not on Ravelry, I would recommend going there highly. It has any pattern you could ever think of, knitting, crochet, and it has the search features are like insane. You can put the type of yarn you want to pattern. You can put like how much you have of something and it would show you like, well, here's some options of just that. You can just do by weight. You can find just free patterns. It's got a lot. So if you haven't been there, go there. I think I shared my name in the description box where I am on there. I have not been putting my projects there. I was very like religious about putting when I started things and all the information about it on Ravelry, which was awesome because you could go, if you want to make it again, I knew exactly how much to buy or what I used, or if I had like an extra skein left over, I didn't have to buy it the next time I made it because I made a note like I didn't need that much. So it saved me some money. I think on the turtle dove that I just remade, I did that. But again, this year's been so shitty. It felt like a whole other hurdle to like be responsible and detailed to go and put, you know, all the colors and all the things and, you know, get a picture uploaded there. I don't know, it just felt like a really big mountain. And instead I just knit it. But now I'm regretting because I wish all that stuff was up. So I'll get back to putting things there. I do find it a really nice resource to come back to and to buy all these awesome patterns. So yeah, go to Ravelry. I love it. Oh, I just almost grabbed the same thing. I also started like a stitching project. I don't even know why. Instagram. That's why. They showed me, I think some other yarn store that I'm not even in the same state of had these kits and they were so So I had to get it. And it's been really fun. So I'm sorry if you don't want a new project. Avert your eyes, but you should probably. It's a 12 Days of Christmas Ornaments kit. Here's her name, Corinne Lapierre, I guess. Sorry if I butchered that. She sells these kits. I believe I found her on Etsy. You can probably just Google her name and find her kits. She makes lots of different things. Comes with a really nice booklet, like all the felt you need. It's really nice. She does not use like a ton of different stitches. These are all very basic, and she has like a how-to in the back. But if you are new to stitching, this would not be hard at all for someone to pull off. So don't let that stop you. But it has been super fun. Look, there's my partridge. I think he's cute. I put it on, I have like a mini tree here in the hallway by my office craft room. Secret lair. So I get to see them. I'm hoping to have all of them done. Like I do aim to complete these this Christmas season. Please hold me to that. There's my pear. I do wish I had used, like when I did this pear first, and I chose like a green that really, really, really matched the felt color, and I should have gone darker. You want some contrast in what you're doing, you know, so it shows up. Like, I think it was, do you guys follow Suzy Quilts? She has like a lovely quilting channel, like an Instagram page and a web page. She makes patterns and things beautiful. And she was saying once, even if she stitches in the ditch on a quilt, which means that you're like where your pieces meet, right? You can go right up that line so it's invisible, but it kind of locks things in place. Even if she's doing that, she'll like quilt right to the side of it so that the line is visible. She's like, if I'm doing the work, you should be able to see it. So that made me laugh. But yeah, again, see, I did the work, but you can't really see it. It should be darker, like around that and the top. So lesson learned. The other one says I move on, I'll make like a better decision with the choice. She doesn't really command you to do anything. It's just a picture and you kind of get as close as you can or change the colors if you want. Some of you I'm sure are complete rebels and will just do whatever you want on them. I love it. See, that's the next one I'm going to do. The French hen. It's a lot of birds. I don't know if you realize that. Isn't that The Office where he's like, it's a lot of a lot of birds in the 12 Days of Christmas. I love it. I think it's so pretty. It has been a fun little change of pace, and it just sits next to my chair out there and kind of just work away on it. It doesn't require anything really big, or you know, you don't have a lot around you to get it done. So it's been a fun little project. I got 2. I'm moving fast. I'm doing it. And then the 2 finished things that I found, because there were too many, I guess, for me to go around and grab them all. Yeah, so I found them now. I walked by, I swear it was like 5 minutes after I turned this off. It's like, oh, I should have grabbed those. Oh well, now I get to see them today. Yay. I finished this. It's a Stephen West pattern. It's Parrallelolamb, like parallelogram, but lamb. Get it? Wool. It's like a pun and a beautiful shawl in one. It's a huge wrap. It is really like a different kind of construction, super fun. You start right there in the center, and then you like knit around. He explains it very well. I believe he even has a video about it, like if you're nervous about doing something different like that. So I really liked it. I did have a problem, like you start in the center here, right? And then you do the side, and then you go like up, and you end up going like in a circle around like this, right? So it has 4 sides. And if you go on the wrong side, you mess up like this order of colors. And I swear, when I started, I was like, no problem. It's so clear which side B is. And within like, I don't know, a round of stripes, I had done it wrong. So I actually went and embroidered like just got some extra yarn and made like an A on the A side and a B. I would highly recommend doing that. It made it so much easier to keep it straight. I no longer had to like count around. So yeah, my tip to you, indicate which side is which, or even like clip on a little piece of paper, like a scrap paper, because I swore I wouldn't. I messed it up at least twice before I was like, okay, what is plan B? Because that's not working. Yeah, really fun. The yarn is from Sonder Yarn Co. I think it's their Luxe base. They had a kit, and so I bought the kit, and it is so soft and it's giant. So yeah, very fun. I'm hoping to have like a nice, I'm envisioning like a wedding or something to have a nice wrap on, because it's so big. I've worn it to work a few times. I really like it. I think it's the first pattern of his I've completed. He makes so many beautiful shawls. They all look extremely difficult, but when you do them, like, they're fun and interesting, and he makes it really easy somehow. So I did order some. I'll show you guys what I got, because I think he's having a knit along at the end of December that I was hoping to join in on. So we'll go for shawl number 2 of his. It looks crazy and fun. We'll see. And then I finished this striped triangle garter wrap in Purl Soho's Good Wool. So it goes like this, see? Just a really simple, it has like 3 colors, and it was just a nice calming thing to knit. I really liked it. They do show this, which would typically be the back side. See how the stripes are more pronounced on the front? They show this as the front. Like, they want that kind of diffused stripes. Can you see how it's like, that's the back typically, but they like it like that. I do. I like it that way too. I think it's fun. The wool was really nice to use. It is a bit toothier than, say, like a superwasher, something that doesn't, you know, normally they put something in there to make it a little less grippy, but this is just plain wool, and I think it's gonna be warm, really warm. So that's the idea. I would wear it with a coat for sure. I think I'm gonna get this as a gift because it just turns out so pretty, and I think a lot of people could wear it. Like, it's not, you know, loud or a complicated like looking thing that maybe someone who doesn't have a lot of shawls will be like, how do I wear that? So I think it's fun. Yay, a present. I really like it. And, you know, it's right before it gets super cold for winter. So yay for us. And then I'll show you what I bought. I went to Stephen and Penelope. Is it .com? I don't know. They're in Europe. Sorry, I'll see below. If I remember, I'll put it down there. It's his Stephen West shop. So he has this book coming out called Knitting. I guess I'm a sucker for puns. I don't know, but it's got a lot of really fun patterns in here. And one of the shawls, he is going to do like a knit along, I believe on December 26th is when you cast on. So I got some yarn. This yarn. That is from their store, and the book. So I'm gonna make a crazy Stephen West shawl. I mean, look at his. He's all about color and texture and really fun shapes. And I just think it's so obvious that he loves knitting, because he really thinks of like interesting designs, and the whole process of making his garments and his accessories is different. It's always constructed differently. He's got just a really neat way of thinking about what he makes. So I've been, you know, watching people make his beautiful things. I thought I might as well jump in. So I will make there's a picture of it. I'll make a crazy shawl. We'll see. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. I don't even know if I want to wait until December 26th to start, because I'm sure they'll like sail right past me knitting wise. So we'll see. That'll be fun. Yeah, those were my things. And a few other things I've purchased, you know, fun in my mailbox headed toward me. So I will show you guys those as I begin them. I am trying very hard. I'm like 90% committed to not buying yarn in 2024. 2023. Did I time travel? Like what? 2023. I don't want to buy yarn. I have so many beautiful things to make here. I have so many options right in front of my face. So those have to get made. And they're never going to get made if I keep finding new beautiful things because there's so many. So I will be showing you what I have sitting around. It's going to be good. I really want to get to what I've acquired to clear out space for new stuff, you know. Then 2024 will be the year of buying crazy amounts of things. It could be a fun cycle. So yeah, let's work on that together. Yay! So I'm going to work on my sweater so that I can get to, like I said, that steeking sweater. So maybe I'll have that to show you guys next time. That'll be super fun. But yeah, I'm so glad you're here. My last video went crazy. I don't know how a lot of you even picked me up, but I'm so glad that you clicked, and a lot of you were so kind last time to like and comment and share, and it meant the world. So thank you guys for being here, and I hope that you loved this one, that you are getting all your stuff up, like your fun Christmas decorations. Hope you had like a Christmas cookie already or something. Yeah. And I hope all the things that you wanted to get find their way to your door. That's a good one, right? All right, so I'm gonna go. I have to go get to knitting apparently, and working, but more knitting. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.